explain how bad the one big bill is, and I'm going to do it using my daughter's blocks. So in really simplistic terms, federal budgeting works as follows. There is money that the government collects. This is our federal income taxes, this is corporate taxes, these are tariffs. And then there are government programs and services. This is SNAP, this is Medicare, Medicaid, this is veterans benefits. So money that the government collects and government programs and services that we all use. Responsible budgeting tells us that these two columns should be about equal. And when they are, we have a balanced budget. Now, when it comes to federal budgeting, there's actually two more columns that come into play. The first is money we don't collect. These are tax exemptions. Now, statistically speaking, you are part of the 99%. We don't benefit that much from the things the government doesn't collect money on, like taxes on private jets. We don't make enough money or have or purchase the kinds of things to really benefit from the things the government doesn't collect money on. The last column is our national debt. This is bad. This is when we have spent more money on things than we have actually collected. I would argue that we actually could collect more and pay down our national debt, and that these two columns could probably cancel each other out, but I digress. So we have four columns here, and there are basically four ways in the United States of America that we do budgeting. The first is we could collect more revenue and we could increase services, or we could collect more revenue and pay down the national debt. Third, we could decrease services and stop collecting more revenue, or we could decrease services and pay down the national debt. But this is what the one big bill does. It takes away programs and services like SNAP and Medicaid and Medicare and explodes the national debt and stops collecting revenue on things that wealthy people buy, and we're paying more in tariffs, and they're gonna start collecting revenue on the things that we use as tax exemptions. This is what that bill does. I actually didn't know it was possible to make a bill this bad. But that's what this bill does. It is theft. It is the largest transfer of wealth from the poor to the wealthy in this country, and it's why it cannot pass. Call your senators, call your representatives today. Here's the number.